From the beginning of ancient civilization, melanated people ruled kingdoms through monarchical systems. Kings and queens can be traced back further than biblical times. For nearly 4,000 years, melanated kingdoms without democracy thrived and expanded to cover the majority of Earth's landmass. During this expansive duration of time, there are no examples of melanated people identifying themselves as blacks.
Kings and queens are the culture and heritage of melanated people, not democracy. It is an unequivocal fact that no ancient melanated people identified themselves as blacks. There was no need for people of similar pigmentation to be identified as black. It was the colonizers who took tribal words and attached black to their definition. For example, Nubia, which is the ancient kingdom of Kush, was mentioned in biblical texts. Nubia is a tribal word which means gold, but the colonizer changed its meaning to be synonymous with the color black. It was the colonizers who spread black identity across the globe, not the melanated people themselves. We are not black.
What is black? Black defined without any moral quality or goodness, evil, wicked. How and why are the regal ancestors of melanated kings and queens identified today as black? To discover the answer, we look to Greece. The first known democracy was formed in Athens by Greeks around the 5th century BCE. Biblical texts describe Greeks as Javan, Ashkenazi Jews as Ashkenaz, and French as Gomer of the Gentile family.
The sons of Japheth, Gomer and Magog and Madai and Javan and Tubal and Meshech and Taras. And the sons of Gomer, Ashkenaz and Riphath and Togarmah. And the sons of Javan, Elisha and Tarshish, Kittim and Dodanim. But these were the isles of the Gentiles divided in their lands, every one after his tongue, after their families, in their nations.
According to biblical text, Gentiles build democratic republics to enslave Jews. These republics fail and are replaced by a worldwide Judahite monarchical system.
And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled.
Gentiles created black identity to hide Judah's monarchical identity and to suppress Judah's political power. Judah is the tribal head of the biblical nation of Israel, which differs from the Zionist state of Israel. The biblical tribe of Judah were captured and carried away to Louisiana in ships, as biblical texts described they would be.
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
Once in Louisiana, the black identity Psyops began by introduction of the 1685 and later 1724 Le Code Noir, interpreted as the Black Code. The Black Code laws were established to psychologically control enslaved Jews. The first goal of the Black Code was to eliminate Jews from America. Ashkenazi Judaism was not firmly established in Louisiana until the formation of a Portuguese congregation, the Gates of Mercy, in 1828. Merchant records and geographical resources confirm those melanated tribes of people captured from Judah and shipped to Louisiana were the biblical tribe of Judah, Jews from the lost tribes of Israel.
For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah.
The word Nigeria, invented by a Gentile, is defined as blackness. The name Judah was removed from modern maps and replaced with Nigeria beginning in 1897, approximately 200 years after Judah was carried into America. The tribe of Judah are not Nigerian. The agenda of the Black Identity Psyop is to remove the true Jews, the captured tribe of Judah, from remembrance by forcing them into black identity. Never in human history has an enslaved people been forced to practice a religion not their own, forced to speak a language not their own, kept from reading, writing, or speaking their native language. These Black Code steps were taken to destroy the tribespeople of Judah Jewish identity, the emancipation of slaves, the Civil Rights Movement to gain voting rights, the NAACP, the Black Panthers Movement, Operation COINTELPRO and its later disclosures, historically Black colleges, Black churches, Black Greek Boule fraternities, and the Black entertainment renaissance are all a part of the Black Code identity psyops to condition Judah into accepting the politically engineered false Black identity and Black culture. The Black identity psyops replaces Judah's tribal political power with the non-effective Black Democratic vote. At the heart of the Black identity psyops are Masonic Greek Boule members who make oaths and pacts for fame and monetary gain with Gentiles to deceive the tribespeople of Judah into embracing Black identity, Black culture, and the Black vote.
You gotta vote. Our ancestors, they slaved for this, they worked for this, they died for this.
These Greek members are placed in positions within the Gentile democratic system and media to emphasize trust in the democratic process.
I trust the system. I trust the process.
And to build pride in Black culture.
That day in Washington, D.C., I believe he expressed not only for the Black people of America,
by continuously promoting and reinforcing Black identity.
The Black vote will really be high. The Blacks do not bear the burden alone.
For other Black women.
Andre Dickens will be the 61st mayor of Atlanta.
Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother.
These Greek members are also dispersed throughout Judahite communities to reinforce Black identity.
Black people need to stop lying.
Black people, we move.
We loved you as Rudy on the Cosby Show. You are just historic. You are a part of Black history.
Yeah. I am not going to stand up to show pride in a flag for a country that oppresses Black people.
Black people make conscious decisions based upon who is running.
The time of the Black Code psychological deception has passed. The true biblical Jews have awakened. The tribe of Judah are not Blacks, not Black Judahites, but simply Judahites.